Welcome to another episode of Ruff Talk VR, a weekly podcast with in-depth game reviews, exclusive developer interviews, and the latest MetaQuest and virtual reality news. We join our hosts, the father-son team of D. Scruffles and Stratus today, as they spend another episode breaking down and discussing the world of virtual reality.
Hey, welcome to this episode of Ruff Talk VR. Coming at you with another edition of VR news, and I will give a little spoiler as well. Beyond the news this week, this is going to be a 2-episode week.
A twofer.
It's
been a while.
Yeah, we've been a little quiet on the interview front, but we got a great one dropping midweek this week with John Hibbins from Titan Isles, which is actually going to come up on our news list to start the show as well, too. So might as well go into that. Titan Isles looks so good. It's coming on them. Yeah, no, I'll get there. I already know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
It's coming to the MetaQuest on September 25th. You can pre-order it now for 10% off.
Or wishlist it.
I don't think we talk about this enough. A lot of people don't talk about it enough. Wishlisting helps apps so much with visibility and stuff. It's free. Like pre-ordering, you have to pre-commit to buying it. Wishlist is a click of a button. You get notified.
Just wish it. That's all.
Yeah, you're
Wish I had it.
No, it helps games so much with visibility. So Titan Isles is a game coming from SciTech Games, the makers of Windlands 1 and 2, and Crystal Rift, which we talk a little bit about on Wednesday as well, too. We bumped into John Hibbins, the founder of SciTech Games, at MetaConnect. We had set up a camera and mic setup to record some interviews, and John just happened to walk out of a coffee shop on campus right there and was like, oh, hey.
The best coffee shop.
That one was awesome.
Oh,
but
man.
He walks out and goes, oh, hey, what's this, a podcast?
What you doing?
Next thing you know, we're stealing him for a 20-minute interview. You know, poor guy just wanted a coffee, but he was awesome to talk to. So I saw Titan Isles was coming. It looks like a great game. Well, when I first saw it, looked like a great game. Playable solo or co-op, kind of action adventure-y, some different classes. I was like, ooh, this one might be something special. So we had to set up an interview with John. Spoiler, it does not disappoint. I had so much fun talking to him. He's an OG in the industry. And in timely fashion, we have actually gotten a chance to play a little bit of Titan Isles as well.
Mm-hmm. Dude.
And, I mean, I'd say, 5-10 minutes in. I mean, well, actually, right in the load in with, as soon as you see the UI of the settings, right there, I was pretty impressed. But it took us all of 10-15 minutes of playing before we were like, there's something special here. This is going to be a good one.
Dude, he's got the best UI I've ever seen.
Do you want to talk about a little bit, like the knobs?
Yeah, I mean, I basically get a nice display board with, I mean, and the color looks perfect for what you'd expect. It looks like a board that should have some, like, old school dial knobs.
With the numbering of it too, you know,
yeah,
+1,
like
-1.
radio knobs and stuff. And it's like, it all made sense. We were talking on Party Chat. I'm like, dude, I've never seen a game that's done it like this.
So intuitive. And it's not forced. I see a lot of VR games, they either do laser pointers or they do like a overly forced VR interaction. And it's kind of clunky. Whereas this, you have your hand, right? When you grab the knob itself, instead of like locking your hand onto it, which then it might get janky with the turning, you go to lock on the knob and like it disappears and then your control becomes fully the knob. Kind of hard to describe what I'm talking about, but when you play it, if you keep in mind that, like, it makes the tracking of changing the setting seamless, which is always an issue when people try to like over VRify simple things. Like they nailed it with this one.
Yeah, dude, I knew right from there. I'm like, if there's no way someone put all this work into the UI for everything after it to be less. And that's an awful lot of shit going on right there.
And like, how good is it that you go in, and we're always a fan when we get to play a game multiplayer from the first second. There's only a handful of games that have really done it. Like, remember Survival Nation did it. It's a really cool
Arizona
aspect.
Sunshine too, didn't it?
I believe so.
I feel like it did.
But it's such a nice thing to be able to do 100% of the game, including tutorial, with your buddy. And you load in, you go through the nice settings.
Very basic tutorial.
Oh, but it gave you everything you needed, right?
Yeah, like follow me and jump. we move this shit out of the way for you.
Shoot this target, I guess, you know?
Yeah, go here, go there. Boom. And it's like, but it was like, I liked that. I didn't want to be taken on like an artificial tour per se.
Nothing is worse than when we go to play a game that we're going to play for co-op, and the first day we play it, we don't get to do any co-op because it's all single player tutorial.
Yeah.
And that's
which, I mean, in some
common.
cases it might have to be that way, but
Yeah.
damn.
But you get to play the whole thing from the first moment in multiplayer together. There's 4 different classes in this game, and each one almost feels like a completely different game.
Well, it is. Because the background might be the same to a degree.
You have Hunter, Storm, Blink, and I'm slipping.
Goliath.
And Goliath, yeah, that's the 4th one, with the deflecting shield.
Yeah.
I use Storm. Storm is like, I describe it as Boba Fett. You have the jetpack.
That's what I got.
Yeah, with the Storm, you have a jetpack, then you have a pistol in each hand, and if you put your hands together, you get a rifle. And let me tell you, that jetpack can go, baby. You can go high and far. And then you use the Hunter, which reminds me of the dude from Spider-Man, the villain.
The villain. Oh, with the octopus arms.
Yeah.
Well, no, my special is I can repel onto anything, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just shoom, like full-blown Spider-Man
Just
stuff.
look, grab, it pulls. And you can pull and shoot because you get a bow and arrow.
Uh-huh.
Dude.
Yeah. There's a lot to learn.
And that's just those 2 classes.
After talking to this young man, I would encourage people to listen to this episode.
It's going to be
on the interview because we walked away with some like, oh shit, I got to try that. I don't even know. It's not the character I play; it's your character. But I was like, would you have tried that organically at all?
It is one of those games. It's very simple to learn. You can get in and play. Like you said, the tutorial is quick. But to master it, to really go deep, there's so much mechanics that are just...
And dude, we haven't even scratched the surface.
No, we've played the first level of it, beaten the first boss, played it on normal mode.
Yep.
There's difficulties in this. Oh, and every class has its own skill tree, too.
Yeah, upgrades.
My guy.
No, so far, what, just over an hour of actual playtime.
Well, because we did the tutorial, we did a level. We went to go hop off.
Levels are about 30 minutes.
We went to go hop off, and then we spent 20 minutes in the lobby.
I was just doing my repellent thing, man.
And we were playing with different classes.
Brand new skill for me.
Like I said, every class feels like a different game.
Yeah,
the Hunter and Storm don't feel like they let you do things that the other class can't in the environment.
What I really like is you can go like right at the hub, and you've got the 4 different classes. And even though you've already picked your class, doesn't matter. You can just pick another class. If you want to like do the first stage as Hunter and then do the second stage as another, you can. You're never limited to like, I'm locked into like, oh, I want to be this class. And each class also has a little tutorial you can take for it, for like the shooting mechanics. Cause some of them do like, I got the bow and arrow, but there's some that do multiple functions, whether it be, pistols or a rifle or obviously the deflecting shield that Goliath gets. So it's like they really encourage you to not lock in on one. And you know me, dude. I got the bow and arrow. I'm pretty set, but I already know I'm going to.
Well, we just said co-op.
Yeah.
Solo or up to 4 players. So think when you have a team of 4, each using a different class.
What if they're not using a different class?
I was wondering that. I almost brought that up. Yeah. We got to have John back on.
I don't think you're limited.
No, you can. You can double up. But are you better to have one of each, or is it like, nah, man, 2 Hunters, a Storm, and a Blink?
He gave some spoilers too on like it'd probably be in your best interest to learn other classes.
Yep, because things interact with each other so well, and you're not going to know what to do with somebody unless you played that class.
Not saying something may or may not have been made specific, where if you picked a certain class, you might have an easier time at a level than not, but it certainly seemed that way.
The game is in depth. I mean, dude, you said each level is like 30 minutes. You run through, kill enemies, run through.
Go back to your hub.
Find crates. And at the end of every level...
Which is a world, by the way. The hub is not like...
Oh, yeah, with a cantina.
When you hear the word hub, you think small little plate. No, this is like
there's
open
a cantina
world type hub, I'll call it.
But in the level, you run through the area, you kill the enemies, and at the end, there's a big boss called a Titan. We only beat one so far. Seems like they'll each have a unique way of defeating, but we'll get more into that as we play more. This isn't a full review or anything.
No.
Game's not out, like I said, coming out September 25th.
It does say Titan Isles, that there is Titans on it.
Yes. So we have, like I said, you stay tuned for this interview on Wednesday. It's a good one.
This one is
so fun.
This one, dude, I'm telling you. I mean,
this game's going to be something special.
It has exceeded what I thought it was going to be, and that's not knocking anything that presents it, but being in that world, and even in like some of the scenes on the video that you see, but knowing we were there, holy crap, is it a different environment being there versus what you're seeing on it? It's like it's not doing it justice to the actual scale. Like that is a big friggin' spider titan beast, for lack of a better name.
They did something special.
Yeah,
with
dude,
this one.
they're legit. They have something special.
It already gets my seal of approval.
I am so far, yeah.
Like unless things suddenly go south, which I don't see how.
No. And after talking to John, it's like you give them more power, it's going to get better. You know.
No, this is one I'm definitely behind.
And did he say it runs on the Quest 2?
Yes, this game is coming out on the Quest 2 and
So,
Quest
like,
Pro.
I
don't know how they got this on the Quest 2.
I don't know. Because your field of view and it's pretty far.
Like, imagine if games like this
You're looking
existed on the
across-
Quest 2 when we got a Quest 2.
No, I wouldn't. I don't know what shortcut or how he did it.
It's amazing.
I really don't. Because no, if the frame rates are good, probably not for your day oneers by any stretch, but for serious VR.
By
peeps.
day oneers, you mean not like day one of
VR.
buying the game? Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
not like
VR.
the first ever VR experience.
Yeah,
you'd
it'd
recommend.
be a little tough on you. But I know myself, and if I had seen this when on my early, I would have jumped. I mean, dude, I went
Yeah,
to
probably would have
fucking-
had a great time. We went to Pop One.
I went into
flying
the roller
around.
coaster.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I got no motion sickness, which I gave him a lot of props for.
No, you
because-
did get woozy, but not sick to your stomach woozy, like height sick, like height. Yeah,
because I swung up on top of something and dropped right on the edge.
which does not happen in VR for you often,
No.
or me. Like it's a rare thing at these days.
It's been a lot of years. So yeah, I popped down onto the edge and I looked down and I ended up pushing in real life backwards because I'm like, I didn't want to fall to my death. But what makes my character cool is even when I've missed landings, which I have, 9 times out of 10, I can find something to rappel right onto. Just shoof, and both my arms do it. So hats off to them, dude. I'm excited for this to go live.
Hell yeah.
For people to play this. This is no joke. It's like I'm happy we got to play it. I'm happy we're gonna probably finish it. Unlimited replayability.
I challenge
I don't know. This is a good one.
I challenge the VR content creator scene to play this one and not enjoy it. Like, obviously everyone has preference.
If
Like,
you're not into shooters,
yeah.
it's not for you.
But I mean, dude, this is just
You're a Horizon Worlder.
this is
not for
a
you.
VR.
This is just fun.
This is VR up the ass. This is
Was also shocked 4 players, dude. That's
I want to run this with 4 people. This would be so fun. And
you know what? We can talk about it more next week because we'll play it more. And I know the interview will drop, but there's a lot of stuff said in the interview that I want to say right now.
I know.
And I can't.
So we'll talk about it more next week. Yeah.
But as soon as that drops and it comes from John's mouth, then we can talk about where we're at now with it.
Yeah.
Our feelings on it. And then with the news that everyone else will know. So it's not like I'm blowing a hole.
Yeah, so September 25th, this one comes out. This news piece was supposed to just be that the game is coming out the 25th, but you know, hey, we got to talk to
Turn
John.
into a bigger deal.
I figured it was probably the best way to start the show, coming
Dude,
off
he
that
is-
interview.
He is legit an OG.
We could have done a 3-hour with him.
No hesitation.
We kind of had to stop it.
Just due to having to do the news.
News and
We're
YouTube
trying to be more like production professional. So it's been a
Well, what I mean, we didn't have to. What I mean by that is like
No.
we ran out of time, not him.
yeah. That wasn't
He was like, "Let's keep going."
I think we'd still be talking.
Well, yeah, with or without cameras.
And it would have been it's cool to see someone that's been in the industry for, over a decade and they still have that like day one enthusiasm.
Passion.
And a spoiler, if you're not into listening to someone talk who wants everyone to win, then it's probably not for you.
Yeah, if you want,
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
If you want a selfish human being who just wants it all for themselves, not for you. Legit. I mean, it's rare that people
Yeah,
who
even
run
down to some
businesses
things that are
have-
going to be put in the game.
Yeah, dude. So
I love when games do that stuff too, like the Ghost of Tabor with Maka showing off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Spoiler. No, I'm just kidding. All right, you can take on the next one. I think we've talked enough here, especially because, like you said, we're getting into the territory of like.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to play more, and we'll have some things to say next week.
So Titan Isles coming out September 25th. Wishlist, pre-order if this sounds like your type of game.
I can't wait, dude.
Hey, look, I got it. I'm playing. I'm loving it.
By the time this comes out, we're going to be done with it.
I'm excited.
Not done, but we'll have run through one hole.
I'm excited to see the wider VR reception to this.
I'm excited to see when people are pulling some real strategy and working as a single unit.
I think that this one has a lot of potential to get that.
And again, there's things John says that
word of mouth effect of spreading.
I don't think it's going to be a problem.
I think that
I really, honestly, dude, I don't. The enthusiasm behind a 5-person studio to come out with this.
Yeah.
Their other projects are well received.
Let's go.
And this is a human being who really wants everybody in this space to win. Mm-hmm. This is not a selfish, very strange.
Yeah. So we'll revisit again next week.
Be a little selfish, John.
And stay tuned for Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. That's an episode. No, I'm just kidding. You want to take the next one?
So I'm going to put this article. I'll right off the bat mention David Heaney from Upload VR who wrote it, because it is speculative in the fact that nothing's 100%.
Smart to put wording like strongly suggest.
Yeah, and I didn't
confirms.
I didn't want to say it, and then people be like, "Oh, freaking David, what the hell, man?" But
yeah,
the case is made, and if you read through the whole article, which I won't do, it's very convincing. And to me, based just on the brief I will talk about it, it kind of does point to that. But it is being strongly suggested that smart glasses SDK of some kind is coming to people's way.
And Meta Connect, it sounds?
Meta Connect, that's what it seems.
So that means developers, an SDK will allow developers to create apps and programs for it.
In theory. But what David did was look at the schedule, smart. And on day 2, it includes new developer toolkit that Meta is going to announce September 18th. So they also have some sessions for developers. One is by Lansing Lee. These are all taken from their LinkedIn bios, which is genius.
David's a good journalist.
Yeah,
He's one of the best in the industry, if not the best.
I think this is one of the more like blatant deep dives too.
If you go through his articles, this is the type of journalism David does. David's my favorite.
He's good.
Yeah.
So when people put funny bios, be careful. But no, Lansing Lee, who will be the first session, says, quote, "I help companies bring their apps to AI-powered smart glasses like Ray-Ban Metas." Second session will be Valentina Chacon Batrago, whose LinkedIn says they used to work on the now defunct Spark AR development platform.
More AR.
Yep. You see where this is going? The third.
A lot of AR talks.
Third is Connor Griffiths, whose LinkedIn says that he manages, quote, software integrations with external parties for Ray-Ban Meta and Oakley Meta glasses, unquote, as well as the development of AR and AI content by external partners for Meta's future wearable devices. So,
I mean, you read in between the lines.
Yeah, you connect all those dots. So David makes the case that, it might be a server generated SDK, might be wearable, or it might be a combination of both, but all.
Is this why we haven't seen Laser Dance yet? No, I'm just kidding.
Laser Dance, dude, that I want it so bad. But all roads legitimately are pointing to this is going to go down at Connect. So there's no way you're having a 1, 2, 3 speaker like
and
that.
They're supposed to show off their new HUD glasses with the neural wristband.
So this is exciting.
What do you think's the bigger deal, the HUD part of those glasses or the neural wristband? I argue the neural wristband.
I'm going to go HUD.
Both of those are a big deal, though. Could you imagine, what I was thinking the other night, too? Imagine if you could use the neural wristband with a Meta headset just to, navigate menu and stuff.
I mean, for people with, severe arthritis, I mean, these are things I've thought about.
Media viewing as well too.
The more limited, even some form of paralysis where you can
Cloud gaming, even.
It's just one more reach to bring people into a space that couldn't ordinarily be in it.
You're absolutely correct.
My
it's
biggest
an accessibility thing. Yeah, what?
Losing vision in an eye.
Mm-hmm. Because of losing VR.
Because of VR.
Yeah, I know.
It wouldn't really have an effect on flat screen, right? But it would decimate my ability to play VR.
You know, it's one of the trippiest things in the world to like experience, because I have the prescription lens inserts. So I finished a session of VR and I closed down the app. Now I'm in the pass-through environment. And it's
crystal clear. Yeah.
In my living room.
Yeah.
Then I take off the headset. I don't have my glasses on yet. So it's crystal clear with the headset on, looking through pass-through. I take off the headset and now it's blurry until I put on my glasses.
Dude, I love that I can read my cell phone with my headset on, not needing reading glasses.
Mm-hmm.
But the same distance, same phone, headset off, I need reading glasses. How is that possible?
Mm-hmm.
My reading strength 1.75. It's not very strong.
There's something going on there. There's been some studies. Andrew Huberman, when he first started doing research out of college, I'm pretty sure it's at that point, but his lab, Huberman Labs, one of their first things they did was VR work about eye training with VR. I think it was recovering blindness.
You told me about this.
But I think it was like recovering sight or something like that, or fighting glaucoma, something like that.
There ain't nobody that can even slow down freaking needing reading glasses.
That's
bullshit. I never needed these in my life.
There's been other studies to indicate that you can eye train in VR.
I've heard
and
this.
Restore eyesight.
I've heard this. I've yet to see an app thrown in my lap. I'm a great candidate for it, dude. I'm not even over a 2.0 prescription for readers. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I can't read the computer screen right now. And I never needed glasses in my life. So I'm all for it. I've heard of it and it makes me excited. But anytime I try to Google like reversing like aging eyeballs, even my optometrist, I'm like, how come I see people my age not wearing reading glasses? He goes, because they're not wearing them. like it's just like, man, but I'm all for it, dude. I'll do eye exercises, whatever. I even try to do like making my eyes try to like focus on something like the muscles. I don't know. It's not working. Still need reading glasses. So please.
It's inevitable. But
give me the app. So no, I give David a lot of credit on the article.
Oh, dude, this was deep.
His Sherlock Holmes detective skills of deductive reasoning and pulling the schedule, but he's right,
Dude, it seems like a lock.
If at this point, if they didn't, I want to read his follow-up article.
Yeah, why they didn't.
Why they didn't.
Did the SDK
all indications pointed that they were.
No, this is going to be a big one. Kinect is going to be...
Yeah, it's sad.
Last year, Kinect was bigger for the VR industry, but I think the Kinect this year is going to break into tech news more than it did last year. Although no, because they showed off Orion last year.
Yeah, Orion was pretty huge.
Orion was a big one, but that's not a consumer product. I think that they're gonna have this shit. Do you know Meta Fashion? They show off something. They go, we're launching in October.
Yeah, no, we already said that last week.
That's how it's gonna be.
There's gonna be some people even with Pradas.
You're gonna be able to pre-order it after the keynote. If they were smart, that's what they would do. Good stuff coming.
Yeah, no, they do a pretty good job with these Kinects. They know what they're doing.
So this is an interesting one. This was a temporary glitch on the MetaQuest store. Nothing beats a temporary glitch because it's accidental. Sometimes you get some data you weren't supposed to.
Bank account.
The MetaQuest coming soon page, very briefly the other day, started to display the wishlist numbers of the upcoming games. So you could see on the upcoming games, the coming soon, how many wish lists was actually had.
Which is not a bad thing.
No. I mean, I actually might argue that wouldn't be the worst thing to have public facing. I think of Zero Caliber 2 that's doing their campaign on Steam.
I mean, I get why the amount of like, I'm just thinking bot control in itself. It's like at that point now they're going to have to like, I'm sure they already do it to a degree on the back end, but now when you're putting those numbers out and you know how shit is, people are going to like.
Yeah, I know.
pay service or something.
I can see arguments both ways though.
Yeah.
When I saw it was a glitch, I was like, maybe it wasn't.
I know.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe it's something they're going to be doing soon.
I don't know.
Would that be the end of the world even too? Probably not. You know.
No, wouldn't be the end of the world. It would just mean they have infrastructure in place to recognize.
I'd hope they do.
Like, red flag.
I'd hope they do.
Well,
can't say for sure.
I know a lot of apps that don't.
So any hoots though.
They were in the news a week or two ago, right?
Yeah, some wish list numbers started popping up on the coming soon page. Interesting data, and leading the wish list numbers was a game I'm very excited for, Laser Dance, and as well Deadpool.
That one you already knew.
Well,
They
interesting.
didn't even have to throw a number on it.
We have two different spectrums here because Laser Dance, I feel like I've been singing the praise of Laser Dance. I feel like almost longer than anyone. Like I remember when this app was announced and it had 10 followers, or it was like a little prototype Thomas was working on in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, actually now that I'm thinking back to it, I don't know if it was black and white or on the Quest Pro, but it was ahead of its time. I've been excited for this one for a while, but in fairness to Laser Dance leading the wish list, it might be leading because of the amount of time.
Yeah, I was like,
it's been available too. On the other end of the side, Deadpool has only been available to wish
they
list.
should have Grand Theft Auto's been there, you know?
Yeah, Deadpool has been only available to wish list for a couple months.
But
That's
strong ass IP.
But that's impressive that it's leading the store after only a few months.
Strong. Well, it is, and you know, it's superhero. It's like, I mean, kind of a big push behind it too. I think it was also, you know, demoed at Gamescom, so I can see it. You know, that momentum's building, and it's coming quick.
Upload VR said that they're choosing not to share the image itself because just out of respect for the developers. They don't know if it was a accident or whatnot.
Yeah, that's the problem when numbers start getting.
Yeah, and who knows if those numbers displayed was even accurate, right? It could have been a complete glitch.
Although Deadpool and Laser Dance leading
it
sounds pretty accurate.
Out. And then they said the third one after that was Forefront from Triangle Factory.
Not surprising.
Yeah, and then they list a bunch of games under, but what I don't understand is, I mean, I imagine that these are the games that were also on the image, right? Because why else would they be in the article? So from the Upload VR article, after they say they're not posting the article or the picture with the numbers itself, they then list these games. I don't know if that means that these games are on the image. That's what I assume. Blackgate from Fun Train VR. That's awesome to see.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope that game kills it. Doug was actually in our Discord last week.
Yeah.
Doug was in our Discord.
It sucked because I had to work.
Yeah, promoting that they were doing a little play session.
Yeah.
We got Reach from End Dreams, AAA style
I hope
game.
Doug crushes it, dude.
Deadly Delivery. I'm so excited for that game. Postal 2 VR. Definitely some biasy there, you know what I'm saying, but no surprises.
No, still Skiva. If it's a good game, it's not biased.
Exactly. No,
I haven't played it, so you were almost alluding that you played it.
That's the same as Deadpool and just like the power of IPs, right? Then Katana, Red Flowers, Demio, and Dungeons and Dragons Battle Marked.
We've been waiting for that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Empire City, another IP, Super RC. So interesting. Yeah, how would you feel if they made that public?
I mean, I don't think there's a need to right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it causes more problems. It's going to cause some hurt feelings.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to cause some panic. Might cause some early closings.
Check out this discrepancy. Deadpool VR was number 1 with 200K.
Mm-hmm.
Laser Dance was number 2 with 50K. So Deadpool number 1 with 200K. Laser Dance number 2
That's
with 50K.
because when people fired up their headsets, it was already wishlisted.
Yeah, everyone that's turned on their headset the last week is pre-ordered or is wishlisted. Deadpool 200K wishlists. That's
pretty good, dude.
I heard whispers that Batman didn't do great, but I'm like, well, yeah, they gave it with a headset.
What determines that?
Yeah, obviously it's not going to sell a bunch of copies. Yeah,
or sales. because you gave it away.
Yeah, that was always my point. Like, I don't care about the sales.
Fucking gave it away at gangbuster sales.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? Like,
you look at the sales of the headset for the sales of Batman.
You know what I keep seeing?
$200K for Deadpool, though. That baby's gonna sell.
You know what I see a lot of for sale on
what's that?
Facebook Marketplace? Xbox Quest 3S's.
Really?
Yeah, like going to college. I don't know why.
No, I tell you, dude, when Meta ever put out that article that it was sold out on their website, but you can still buy it on Best Buy, but that part wasn't said. But on their website, it's sold out. I think some people
thought they were going to cash in on it
and picked up 6.
They're selling it at a loss.
Picked up like 6.
It's selling it at like
I think they just need
headset prices.
You know how much those space takes up?
Yeah.
If you're somebody that's flipping inventory,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can still buy it right now.
Oh, don't
Fresh
say
from
that.
Yeah,
Don't
no. Yeah, 100.
I gave up looking. I was like, I ain't gonna get one. I'm not
Let me look at Best Buy.
I'm just gonna Sharpie my 3S black. I can do that. Have Tracy print out some neon vinyl.
Let me look at Best Buy.
This would be it, dude.
Maybe it's no more.
I mean, it was limited.
now.
It was limited edition, so technically it shouldn't be. Or limited edition in a 12 million.
I'm not really finding it.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, but I'll say this. If I want one, I don't have plenty on the used market right now.
Ooh.
Or I shouldn't say plenty. In my local area for Facebook Marketplace.
I assume that it was still, I'm just confirming. I'm making 100%. I hope it's not still.
I mean, it would have shown up.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
Yep. That is out.
All right, that baby's gone.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're hurting for one. But what's weird is it's not selling for like, dude, that dude's looking to make money. What was cool is it looked actually like the person used it.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't just, it's not like it's in the box.
All right.
Never been opened.
So curious to see if that was a glitch or if that's data that we end up seeing like visible in the next month or something.
No, I believe 200,000 people could have wishlisted.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. Quite easily. And 50,000 laser dance seems a little light, but we'll see. I think people just didn't think it was actually coming. So, but now we know it's coming. Mm-hmm. So you talk about interesting. So last month, this is like the same exact thing from last month. Sony releasing their charts for August. What's their top 10? Well, in July, even though Beat Saber said, hey, we're not doing anything more for you PSVR2 folks. Guess who's number 1 in August?
I'm going to guess Beat Saber.
Freaking Beat Saber.
Dude, they don't give a fuck.
Not just that, right? They are number 1 in the world. So
yeah,
in US and Europe. I mean, dude. And what's cool is the first 2 this month for US and that includes Canada, US and Canada and the EU. Creed coming in second, which is nice.
Pretty consistent there too.
Yeah, but Beat Saber again with no support, no new DLCs coming your way. And they're holding number 1. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
not going to be able to play online pretty soon.
Imagine coming out with your best game ever and dropping it, and then like Beat Saber just spanks you, and they're not even doing shit for it.
I can understand no new content, but I hope that they decide to keep the servers up for online play.
At this point, why would they shut it down? It's like 2 months in a row, you're number 1. And I mean, what are they going to slip to? 2, 3?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when they slip off the 10, they could disappear quietly. But if they imagine if they pulled out, how angry, dude, that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's wild.
So my question is like, are people buying it still? Because the replayability of Beat Saber, let's be honest, dude, you can play it forever. But I'm curious what September is going to look like now. We'll see.
Crazy stuff.
Yep.
Beat Saber don't care.
Crushing it.
As always, too, huge shout out to our Patreon supporters on our on-air shout out tier. We have, as always, consistent list here. So it grows. We don't see too many drops. I like that. We have, as always, huge shout out to Asim, Amelia, Carson, Aspire Mike, Jake, Crispy, Shoes, Tom, and Chris. Thank you all for your continued support week after week, month after month as well. Thank you to you, the listener, the viewer, for joining in, tuning in with us on our rambles and all that stuff. As always, you can join that esteemed list as well by visiting the link in our show notes. We can find both the link for our Patreon and also a link for our Discord community, the heart and soul of the Ruff Talk VR community. Great place to be, great game meetups, awesome VR discussion, life discussion, movie discussion, music discussion, book discussion, racing discussion. You name it, we'll probably discuss it. Whole bunch of discussion there. So check out the Ruff Talk VR Discord. Check out the Ruff Talk VR Patreon, where you can become a supporter of the show. And stay tuned for some big events that we have coming through the close up of 2025. As we mention week after week, we have a big community live stream going on Saturday, November 1st. We're going to be streaming for a long ass time, doing a whole bunch of stuff, playing a whole bunch of games, doing some interviews, doing some live news, some community hangouts, all with the goal, like an old school telethon. I think our audience is mostly people that lived through telethons. I won't say 100%, but I'd say mostly. So if you remember telethons, that's how this is going to be. A Ruffathon, or a Ruff Talk VR style telethon, with the end goal to try to raise some funds for our podcast studio that we're building in my garage. I'm excited for it. We're getting evicted from our current spot. It's getting cleared up, and we're going to be moving into an official studio as soon as remodeling is done, which is happening, as we've said, no matter what. If we get $5 from this Ruffathon, well, it's $5 towards the studio, but the studio's getting built no matter what. So this is just to, try to alleviate the nut a bit. And then also on Saturday, December 13th, we're going to be having our first ever Ruff Talk VR winter showcase. So if you're a developer, fill out the form in our show notes, our episode description, and hopefully we have a chance to feature your game. We already got over a dozen applicants already. Exciting stuff. So I think this is going to be a fun one to close up the year on December 13th. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget, you can use code RuffTalkVR at checkout, all one word, and you get to save 10% on any app or game on the MetaQuest store, and also help support the show. Cool stuff there. And then running back to the news, just so we have time to hit our YouTube live as well, too, because those have been so fun. Vex Mage. This one sounds fun. I got to get my hands on this ASAP, because it's described as a fast-paced co-op arena shooter. That sounds fun as hell. Graphics look tight. It's published by our buddies over at Fast Travel Games. That's already a huge sign of approval there. It's developed by developers Nervous Systems. It's going to be available with an optional flat screen mode on Steam as well, too. That could be huge for this game. It looks fun, dude. You can play it alone or in co-op. They say with adaptive difficulty, which makes me think that, more players, more difficult, which is always how it should be. You're going to be taking on hordes of enemies across the campaign and using elemental spellcasting abilities from each hand. And then there's going to be global leaderboards and crossplay. A single-player demo is available now on MetaQuest and Steam, but the game reaches MetaQuest on with the full game, reaches MetaQuest on October 16th for $9.99, followed by a Steam launch on October 21st. $9.99 for a game like this, a co-op arena
almost
shooter?
too cheap.
Dude.
Borderline too cheap. $14.99 that.
I was just about to say that exact number.
Although I haven't played it. So
maybe there's 10 minutes of content.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they just want everyone to buy it.
Dude, $9.99 is a steal.
For what it looks like, yeah.
It looks pretty good, man. I'm excited to play this. Like, it doesn't look like pixelated.
The fact you can pre-order for $1 less.
Oh my God. That's funny. It's when something's $10, you save 10%, you're saving $1. You're saving tax on it. Yeah. But hey, it's a saving.
Those dollars add up.
And a single player demo available now, but this is definitely one I'll want to hop into. Co-op, I love fucking bullet hell and just arena shooters and that type of stuff. So let's go. I'm excited for this. Graphics look a little too tight. This sounds a little too good to be true, man, for the price. I'm just saying. I'm excited though.
All right.
Snuck one in too.
So on the kudos, congratulations. Feels a little weird because I've already been playing it, but
you've been the biggest joker. Like, that's just not early access. You make me laugh so much. I'm like, this story wasn't complete, you know?
So they did add stuff for it. So, but anywho, with the new world we live in, early access and full releases mean nothing, right? It's like the game's on the store, you buy it. I'll use Surviving Mars as an example. They did their full release last week. Previous to last week, it was early access. You know, I don't know, man. It seems like the hype of doing a full release once you're already on the store to going from early access to store, it just doesn't have that same, like, you know, confetti moment that it did when it was App Lab and you were like, oh shit, we're going from early access App Lab to the official store. But anyway, Surviving Mars, I have nothing bad to say about this game. I absolutely love it. Checks all the boxes for me for games that I like, own it on flat screen. So they did make some changes for the full release to make it kind of like impacting. They added new roof and ground options, more connecting types, new caves have been added underneath the surface, and there's actually a narrative ending if you want to pursue a full-blown accomplishing everything. And you can run it on Quest 2.
Yeah, that part's nuts.
That's huge. Anytime I'm seeing that with games that are seem physically strong on the 3, I give a lot of credit.
Like Titan Isles is another one where it's like,
I don't even get me started on how they pulled that off without it melting. Also announced, though, and coming September 12th for PlayStation VR2, you will also be getting Surviving Mars. So just hold on your horses for not even a week, couple of days, handful of days. I think it's going to do really well. And I actually anticipate seeing this one in their top 10.
Seems like one very strong for the PlayStation audience, this type of game. I don't know if there's another, like, I mean, besides No Man's Sky, which is a fucking strong one.
I mean,
there's not really much of that genre on the PlayStation.
Well, it's just, if I own it flat screen on Xbox and all of a sudden Xbox has VR and I can play it in VR, I'm gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Surviving Mars is a good following, too. It's a good game. The flat screen version? I love
the flat screen version's great. I think the VR version they did really well with. Like really, really well. I mean, it's still commanding. It's got 4.6.
Definitely the biggest parts of this is like, you know, the full completed campaign. But like you said,
it's
the Quest 2.
Full release.
Quest 2. And then
I think the biggest part of this is really PlayStation VR2 getting it more than Quest owners who may or may not even realize that something changed.
Yeah.
Other than, you know, now, like I said, like I joked, I said, so I go to bed on Tuesday. I play the game. I wake up Wednesday and play the game. Nothing changed for me. You know, it's not like I'm going to go in there and be like, hey, look at all this new shit. And that's not a knock to them. It's just, that's the state of, you know,
in general,
early access to, it's such a fine line of, like, I don't even know what really dictates early access other than a title. I really don't.
Do you think Forefront's going to be early access?
No, they're fucking prediction. I'm going to say no.
I wouldn't be surprised if they throw the tag on there.
I would guess they would. Like I would. I'd be like, I'm going to protect myself.
In case the servers crash, it's early access.
They didn't do that for breachers, did they?
I don't think so, no. But that would have been like throwing it's just a different time, right?
I'm gonna
early access would have been App Lab back then.
I'm gonna think if my gut, they're gonna come out gangster style. This is gonna be full blown. They're just gonna release it. I mean, but
I could see arguments both ways. Now I never thought of this. I'm curious.
But I don't know the criteria that you're held to for early access. So let's say they're like, well, we're gonna have 5 maps, but we're gonna release with 3. We're going to add the other 2 non-charge. It's, you know, non-charge DLC. Does that make it early access because it's not 100% complete to their vision that they outlined?
It's a very,
a
very blurry line.
Yeah,
for sure.
The line is blurry. I'd love to see them come out of the gate just boom, no early access.
I could see both ways. I'm curious about that.
You know, I think what they're doing now is early access. Like, hey, you can play it on the weekends when we let you, and then we'll tease you all week on socials, which they do.
Glad to see that one with the full release. And I agree with you. Excited to see the PlayStation audience.
Yeah, I'm more excited to see that and the impact it has on the.
But if you haven't, I'll say, you know, I love the Skiva line. It's not biased if it's a great game. If you haven't played Surviving Mars yet in the early access version, phew, you love survival games?
If you were waiting for the full release, shame on you.
Yeah.
You could have been playing it all on.
It was damn good a while ago, but now's your chance for sure. So good stuff there. And Bonelab, this one's another sleuth moment, but this one comes from an Upload VR reader named James Kelly, who I see him post on X a lot. He's got some prolific opinions, we'll say. But I generally agree with him a lot of times, He's a good little industry spotter. He noticed that 2 million people have unlocked the first achievement for Bonelab on the MetaQuest, which you get the first achievement very, very, very early in the game. Yeah. So it's a good rough estimate of amount of people that have bought it. Obviously, people will buy the game and never open it. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy, but it happens, right?
I have Steam games I've never played.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Just because they came bundled with other stuff. Dude, that's a lot.
2 million sales on a $40 game is good.
Yeah, you think?
And they're not like they're not like owned by other people. Yeah. Let's go. I think that they're talking about, I followed the developer on X, and I think they're talking about bringing Boneworks to the MetaQuest too, the first one of Bonelab. But Bonelab wasn't my cup of tea. I thought I was going to enjoy it more than I did. Boneworks is more up my alley, the first one, more of a vibe I mess with, but clearly, dude, 2 million sales. Game's doing good.
Yeah,
it's got 32K store reviews. 32,000 for a paid game. They're doing okay.
Yeah.
Consistently in the top selling. And yeah, 2 million copies sold. So huge congrats to the developers there. That's awesome to see. Stress level 0. They're crushing it. And while it wasn't my game, wasn't my cup of tea too much, I got to be honest. I got to give credit where credit's due. 10 out of 10 soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Soundtrack in the game was fucking banging. I would buy a vinyl of that in a second.
No, it's pretty good. All right, so our buddies over at One Hamsa, they were responding to a question.
Underdogs devs.
Underdog devs. The question being, looking back on everything, this was on X. Was it worth bringing your game to PSVR2? Which I guess is a reasonable question.
I know what X isn't everyone's favorite platform. Even just on format, it was never mine before VR, but I'll say that's where the shit goes down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Reddit.
Yeah, Reddit too. Reddit and X.
If the internet took a shit, they named it Reddit. But I go there. But man, I don't say a lot because shit goes south.
It's a good place to read.
You might as well just delete all your socials and disappear, dude.
I have a lot of fun on X and Reddit.
I don't mess with Reddit pros.
Reading. I read a lot on those platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Reddit's like to me, Reddit's the closest we have to the legal dark web.
You called it the rust of social media once, and that
100%. Am I wrong though? I mean, dude, you can go on Reddit thinking you're in the right, and you post your shit all arrogant. What happens? Like 10,000 comments of people just hammering you, letting you really know a piece of. But I got nothing, no beef with any Redditors. I'm on Reddit. Love Reddit.
Like one time I crossed the street without looking. You're a terrible human.
I hope you die.
You're so irresponsible. Are you ever going to?
But it's just like the levels of things. But you're right. So anyways, it was asked to the studio directly. Was it worth it? They said they were glad that they could bring Underdogs to PSVR2 players, but financially it's not. It's far from paying for itself.
I like that they say it hasn't paid for itself.
Yep.
It's far
from paying for itself, which is sad to read. But the reality is you're going to make your bulk of your money on Meta's platform. I don't know how this structure is working because to me, Underdog is a damn strong title.
I feel like would kill it on the PlayStation VR2. Maybe it's the wire.
Maybe it's that dumb Halo they got on the controller. Because I've heard that from other developers with their games that it has caused a little bit of havoc. So
I don't know, man. This seems like a game that's made for PS.
I'm just being honest, dude. It's like
something happened. They should be.
How do you swing when you play that game?
Or, is it just like? I can't say it's not a profitable platform. That wouldn't make sense, right?
No, I mean, it was even brought up like the number one was Max Mustard, but they're referred to as outliers, not the norm.
It's unfortunate. I still think you've said it before that like if you're going to break even, it's worth it to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To have it out there for sure.
But not if
to
it's
lose
far
money.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I see somebody saying it's far from paying for itself means we've lost XYZ.
Yes, we would have had more money if we didn't do it.
And it's just bizarre because it's so I'm just looking at like, why hasn't it?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Why hasn't it resonated with the players?
That one's unfortunate.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Hopefully in a year we hear, we
Underdogs broke even.
Yeah. I'd at least celebrate that over losing a bunch of money.
Well, what scares me is there, let's be honest. It's like, it's a good game. VR spaces that there's people who watch this shit from a development standpoint and be like, well, damn it, man. Why would I put my game on there? If it's not, if you made it and it's not as good as that and they're not paying for it yet. So I'm hoping something changes around the winter time.
Yeah, get them some good store visibility or something.
Yeah, is not right, man.
So this one sent a lot of people into the weekend with a healthy dose of copium. People that are excited about Drakkenridge, the rumored upcoming Valve headset. That awesome software analyst, I'll say, sadly, it's Bradley, former guest on the show. He's been for years digging into the software or the code in the OS and a bunch of people he collaborates with in his Discord and stuff. Just anytime there's an update, they look through all the code of the Steam updates. And there's been a lot of hints for years of a Drakkenridge in the works. And the current rumor is that it's going to play flat screen games on it as well. It's going to be pretty much an all-in-one device like that. If it is, I mean, dude, that's a pretty good selling point, Some of the hardware mock-ups of it look interesting with D-pads on the controllers. There's a lot of rumors about it, but like everything Valve does, a lot of hype. And last week, there suddenly was some references in the code, and this term did exist previously, but a lot of people are thinking this could be the official name of Drakkenridge. There started to be a lot of references to Steam Frame. Now, other people are saying this could be a different device, but this sent the Valve community, the people that are excited for Drakkenridge, into a spiral of copium. Nothing bad either. Nothing bad. I don't mean spiral negatively, but it has made some of the strongest the strongest talks of Drakkenridge in a while. Like people think it's coming.
Think it's real.
Yes,
it's really happening.
Valve registered the URL Steam Frame in April 2019, which was about the same time of the reveal of the index.
It's a very strange name.
They also revealed the index a day before MetaConnect in 2019 and kind of stole some wind from MetaConnect. There's been some people that think that that's what they're going to do this year.
There's nothing they're going to steal from it this year.
What I'll say to that is I heard the same exact thing 12 months ago for last year's MetaConnect. But watch, Valve is going to drop their headset the day before.
So even if there's no thunder to steal from Connect.
But it does feel like every month the Drakkenridge whispers.
It's closer.
It's stronger.
I mean, it's quite real.
It feels it.
But it's getting like consumer real very soon.
It feels it.
Yeah,
It feels like an inevitability.
Yeah.
You remember the other week, Lynx, the headset maker, LYNX, Lynx, their founder had said that the Valve's new headset design was amazing. Like, come on, everyone's all but talking about it. Bradley's saying nothing but
there's people who have touched
hints.
it.
It's.
I believe it. I just goof on it.
Yeah. All right,
$1,000 ain't bad.
Oh, Steam Frame. We'll see if that's the official name. I feel like Drakkenridge sounds more badass.
I'll take a Drakkenridge over a steel frame.
Steam Frame.
Steam Frame.
Doesn't Drakkenridge, it just sounds badass?
I think Steam Frame's for something else.
Maybe glasses. That's what I instantly thought.
I think if they were going to steal any thunder from Connect,
it would be to drop smart glasses.
It would be to drop
HUD glasses,
some sort of wearables,
HUDs,
the day before Connect.
Can you imagine?
That's the only impact you're going to make. Because other than that, there's nothing you could be like, it's for sale today. And like,
Yeah, if
it's
these
not
guys
gonna
are whipping
impact
out
what's
HUD
going
glasses, it's going to be a big deal.
on. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be showing the new Steam frame. That dude, I already know are going to fucking do amazing things.
Could you imagine if these that would
know
that would be gangster.
Yep. So that's my guess. We'll find out a couple weeks.
Yeah, shit's getting hot. I mean, dude, like there's references.
That actually came into my head in real time too. Because I'm like, there's no impact. And I'm like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, there's one impact.
Yeah, if they do glasses.
And it kind of looks like they've
my first thought with frame was glasses.
Steam frame.
Because like that's not really like a headset name.
Check out the new Steam frames.
That's not bad either.
Oh, dude. No, Steam frame for wearables makes sense.
Yeah.
Steam frame for
a headset sounds weird.
A Drakkenridge for years. It just sounds
Drakkenridge
odd.
is a good name.
Yeah.
Drakkenridge is a code name. It's not going to be the official name no matter what, but
It could be though.
it's better than Steam frame for a headset. But for glasses, I'll go with that.
Yep. Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah. I think we just nailed that. Oh man, just blew their spot.
No, we're not the first people to speculate that. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kinect comes and goes and we never hear a word from Valve. Valve just does whatever the fuck they want.
I don't know. This one sounds like, or maybe they're doing it and then next year they'll do it.
Yeah.
Who knows? But the timing's perfect. If you were going to do it and you have it, even if it's conceptuals, like they can't jazz up, come on, dude. I think, yeah.
With a neural wristband.
It might even be better than that. What if it was eye controlled?
PlayStation VR2 has eye control.
Yeah, eye tracking.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking awesome. Okay, so something us Quest and Steam users and PSVR2 were withheld from was when back in February when Kendrick Lamar did the Super Bowl, Vision Pro peeps got it and we didn't.
10 people.
All the 10 rich people who had those headsets, and everyone I've ever seen on someone is always doing this to show me. Yeah, I got one right there. Thing's beautiful. But anyways, it's now live. So Quest, Steam, PSVR2, you can get what was withheld from us, and that's going to be the track Humble. So I know that Synth Rider still has a humongous fan base. It's yours. Go get it.
If you're a Kendrick Lamar guy, gal, fan,
person. I mean, I you know how I look at Synth Riders? Same as I do with Beat Saber. I'll do songs that aren't my, they're not in my playlist.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's on Beat Saber, I'm going to do it.
Oh, I think you wanted to give a shout out to Ragnarok on something too, because we shout out a lot the sound quality of Beat Saber.
Mm-hmm.
But you were saying, you know what? Ragnarok is like the same.
Yeah, I occasionally scoop some songs from iTunes. I don't mind paying the 99 cents, whatever. And I did with Nitro. And I was like, damn, I'm going to lean on Ragnarok. And it makes sense that the drum sounds would be more amplified in Ragnarok than they would be in the normal. But even where in the paid version, the song gets a little quieter, I know what I'm doing. And I'm like, oh man, no, we're going rapid fire with those drums. So I give them props. I never got into the originals versus what they're offering me. Only a couple of examples, and both those examples, Hallelujah. I love the Ragnarok version better. Just sounds better, and I'm sure it's just because of little, amping up the drums and the bass a little. Since you are a drummer,
Being fully in there with your body too.
yeah, man, Ragnarok's the best.
What a strange decision to be just on the Vision Pro for so long, but I guess at least now it's on the Quest.
It's Apple, and you know how much money Kendrick probably made on that?
Yeah.
A ton.
I wonder if there's some exclusivity stuff thrown around, a couple of deals here and there, All right, but anywho, this one's interesting. Anytime self-described AAA quality is used, that's interesting. But Falcon Fall, it's a newly announced game from a newly formed studio.
AAA, though.
The studio itself is Infinite Entertainment. They say it's composed of seasoned VR developers in collaboration with combat veterans. They're going to be releasing Falcon Fall, what they describe as an AAA quality PC VR tactical shooter that they say hopes to bring VR shooters into truly next-gen territory. It's going to be built on Unreal 5 and is exclusively targeting PC VR, no standalone VR. Their teaser trailer was pre-rendered concept graphics, so please keep that in mind. They say it's going to feature handcrafted missions with dynamic systems to create a sense of living, breathing combat operations. They say it was inspired by Onward with emphasis back when it was PC VR exclusive, as well as tactical shooters like Ready or Not and movies like Black Hawk Down. They say they plan to launch the game in 2026 on Steam VR, and they note that it is going to be one of the most ambitious VR shooters yet attempted. I am always skeptical until we see footage and loop. You know what I mean? I guess I'm just a little skeptical when self-described AAA quality is thrown around. Like, that's something people should say, especially when you don't have...
Dude, man, I make steak at home. That's Michelin.
Hey, you know what? Not for nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at least they believe in their product.
Yeah.
But I agree that is... I'd let the community decide your AAA status going into your first.
We got to at least see footage.
I don't know, man. That's you know what though? It ain't talking shit if you can back it up.
Dude, that's the thing. I'm willing to
So
if it's good, I'll be the first one to sing the praise.
When's this coming?
They say 2026. What's skeptical to me is that's 1 year. And we have pre-rendered concept footage.
Is this coming to Quest?
No. They say they're not at all going to do standalone. PCVR only.
I was like, I don't know how they do it. Just with the smoke alone.
They were very emphasis. That
I mean, they could, but it would look like blocks.
That was a whole part of their thing, is that they have no interest.
Dude, that looks pretty freaking intense. But yeah, you're just using
it's concept. It's CGI. It's not a game.
I don't know. We'll be keeping our eye on this one though.
Yeah.
If anything, now it's on our radar, and we're going to keep looking at it. So
yeah, look, they made some big claims, and if they can live up to it,
when's the playable version coming out? What's a guy got to do?
Yeah,
I'd love to know what real state it's at.
Yeah, I don't know,
because that looks pretty intense, dude.
Well, it's not.
I know it's not real, but you made the Matrix was pretty intense.
There's not like gameplay footage in there. There's no game.
You think any of that's going to be like?
No, it's just pre-rendered. It's like when they do those like cinematic trailers of flash screen games.
I feel duped. I want it to
so
look like
good,
I know.
No way it's gonna look like that.
I don't know. Don't say no. I mean, let's start building the hype for this.
Look, if they do it, I'll be the first one to eat my words.
They're the ones who said AAA.
Yeah.
Themselves.
Yes.
On their first ever VR game.
AAA quality. They say it's from VR veterans, and VR combat veterans as well. No, they said season.
Whoa, I'm kind of don't get loose with the word combat.
They didn't say that. I'll fix that. They say it was built by seasoned VR devs and combat veterans.
Like real combat veterans?
That's what they say.
Okay.
Better not have any stolen valor here, you know what I mean?
No, you get called out for that shit real quick.
They're not even saying who works on their game. How do you fucking
This sounds
I'm skeptical.
Well, yeah. With nothing to show, with a 2026 release.
That's what makes me skeptical. If they said 27,
it's a little scary.
Like, look,
I don't know, year, dude, but again, it's not talking shit if you can back it up.
Yeah. All right, I'll join their Discord. I'll keep an eye on this. Big claims. Maybe they can make big backups. Cool.
How many people in their Discord?
176.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, my last one of the day. Wow. Feels like this went by pretty quick, even though I know it didn't. So we got another survival game coming. And you know what that means. Co-op survival. Woohoo! Woohoo. So, I mean, there's a lot of these. VR Horde survival. This one's going to have resource management.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It looks kind of cool. You're going to take on the role of a soldier for Space Corps, the company running a human space colony after Earth was devastated by aliens. The game tasks you with defending the Nexus, which is what they're calling that, from waves of crazy aliens. And you're going to have to be strategic, fortify your base, do resource management. You will have 4 heroes to choose from, each with their unique abilities. This sounds a lot like Titan Isles, just in the sense that you have 4 characters.
Just more like shootery.
Yep.
I mean, I know Titan All-Idols is shooter, but it's a different kind.
So it's coming out Q4 2025. The best you can get is a wish list. So I can't tell you more than that than to wish for it. I'm wishing for it. It's being said the game is described as a blend of VR action and real-time strategy.
Sold.
Yeah, I'm like, and it's co-op. Come on. I like that they said you can split up attacks. So I don't know. This sounds like it's going to be a lot.
Too good to be true.
Too good to be true. Don't have a price. I'm going to go on a limb and say 24 to 29. I don't think this is going to be a $9.99.
We're pushing for games to be reasonably priced, you know?
Listen.
By reasonably priced, we're saying, like, don't price your shit too low.
I can't remember the last time I had a complaint other than maybe Civ, but to me, you're buying into the Civ franchise, right?
Yeah.
At 60. So that's an outlier. I can't remember the last time I really publicly was like,
games priced too high.
This one's too expensive.
Nah,
lately
priced their stuff too low.
Dude, almost every week I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? For real?
At least $5 more.
You're really cheapening up your shit. Go up. I wish I could be part of these discussions.
I have a little bit of a theory too that, like, well, look, after you pass, 25, 30 in the VR industry, it starts to get tough. But there's a lot of games that we see as $9.99 and $14.99 that should be 20 or 25. 30 is really the point where you go,
better be good.
You better be good. But there's a lot of games that stay well under that, right? Like they're hitting, we saw with Vex Mage, that doesn't look like a $9.99 game. Maybe it is. We had to hop in and play, but I think a lot of devs could make their games $5 more.
Yeah, they could. I think some of them are scared to. Because they know the state of the store and they know that people are having a choice between.
Well, you know how it goes though. If that,
free or me.
If that game with hundreds of hours of content, $24.99, how can you ever price your game more with less content? So it also does pigeonhole the whole industry if that's what people lock themselves into.
So
I
don't know if I mentioned the actual name of the game. It's
my God.
A Long Survive.
It took a long time to mention the name of the game.
It took a long time to survive that one. But I might have said it. I feel like I grazed over it, if anything.
If you didn't, it said.
But A Long Survive. I'd wish list it just to at least keep an eye on it. Yeah, but allegedly coming out before the end of the year. So
cool stuff.
I got nothing more than that, man.
All right. My last one before we go into the news of the week. Drakkenridge, a game that I know from saying it on the upcoming list of games
week after week.
It feels like months. I'm excited for this one. It's out now on the Quest 3. I have it loaded up in my library thanks to the MetaQuest Creative Program. Haven't had a chance to hop in yet, but it looks really good, dude. You're tasked as a novice of the Mage Order, or you play as a novice of the Mage Order. You're going to be working with a private militia to maintain law and order as a hunter. Your journey is going to take you across 5 different islands known as the Drakkenridge Archipelago. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. You're going to be able to use 20 different weapons that range from magical casting spells and then melee weapons like swords and stuff, as well as some ranged weapons like bows and arrows. And then you're going to be able to unlock new abilities. So game looks really tight, man. I'm excited to hop in this one. If you've been excited for it, it's out now on the MetaQuest, and hopefully next week I'll be sharing some thoughts on it as well. I know you're pretty interested in it too.
Yeah, I just been enjoying saying it. Drakkenridge.
Yeah, $29.99.
Single player only though.
Nope, not right? $29.99. $19.99 on the MetaQuest store. Single player only. Got a 4.2 with 29 reviews. So definitely interested in checking it out. Good stuff. And then to close up the show, we'll go with the upcoming VR games through September. I'll take the first half. And then you want to take it from there?
Mm-hmm.
Cool stuff. So coming on September 5th to the MetaQuest, we have Cybrid, which I believe was out in early access before. And then we have, it had a demo out before. Cybrid coming September 5th to the MetaQuest. Then we have Helping Hand coming also September 5th to PC VR. So many jokes.
If it was a Steam game, you'd already know it.
It is PC VR.
Yeah.
Helping Hand.
Yep.
Hey-o.
Why are we promoting
Unloop. This is a family-friendly show.
Sponsored by Fleshlight.
Unlooped coming in Manscaped coming September 5th to Pico and MetaQuest. That's Unlooped. Unloop from the developers of Into the Radius, and this is a much different game, but I'm excited for Unloop for sure. Of Lies and Rain, also had a demo before, is coming September 10th to PC VR and MetaQuest. Dungeons of Eternity is coming September 11th to PC VR. Table Troopers has their full launch. Very quick go from early access to full launch, coming on September 11th to the MetaQuest. Odana Sports Arena, coming September 12th to PSVR2. Surviving Mars Pioneer, coming September 12th to PSVR2. Zix, coming September 18th to PCVR and MetaQuest 3. Fight, FYYTE, in case I pronounced that wrong, is coming September 19th to the MetaQuest.
Whew, sweet. All right. Don't know how the hell I'm pronouncing this. The Amy Godala.
Notice where I stopped it?
The Amy Godala protocol.
You take it off from here.
The Amy Godala protocol coming September 21st on Quest. Chrono Hunter September 23rd on Quest. Titan Isles September 25th. PCVR and Quest. I can speak good things. Blacktop Hoops, yay, coming September 2025, sometime. PSVR2, I want to say PC. My Monsters coming September 2025 to PCVR and Quest. Sushi Ben VR coming September 2025, PCVR. Still think Sushi Ben should actually be a franchised sushi place. Villains coming September 2025, unknown exact date on Quest. Rager in the Cager, just called Rager, coming Q3 2025, PCVR and Quest, and Zero Caliber 2 coming Q3 2025 to PCVR. I think that'll do really well too.
And if you wishlist Zero Caliber 2 on PCVR, they're doing a campaign that, based off the amount of total wish lists they get, the game gets cheaper.
Yeah,
it's like tiered. Like if they hit this amount of wish lists, it's this price. They get, this many more wish lists. It goes down $5,000 or $5.
It's a great way for the community to drive a price down of a game.
In this one case, I wish that there was a visual display of the wish list just so you knew where they're at. They got to figure out something to like.
They got to be careful with that with Grand Theft Auto though, because dude, you're literally gonna have 50 million people wish listing a game.
I just meant Zero Caliber 2 should have a way to show what their progress is at.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying from a consumer standpoint, I'm like, ooh, I wonder if we could get the whole world to drive the price of a game down just so we can all afford it, because it's going to come out of the gate hot.
It's a cool campaign that Zero Caliber 2 is doing.
Yeah,
cool campaign.
That's kind of cool. I like that idea a lot.
Mm-hmm. So good stuff. If you enjoy this episode, as always, subscribe, rate us 5 stars. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Actually, stay tuned for Wednesday's interview with John Hibbins,
it's a
creator of
it really is
SciTech Games. Other than that, hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget, we do the YouTube lives on Sundays. Join our Discord for exact timing and all that. Don't forget, brush your teeth, wash your hands, drink lots of water, all that stuff. And stay tuned for Wednesday's episode. Enjoy the rest of your week, too, in case interviews aren't your thing. But I highly recommend. If you've never listened to one of our interviews, this is the one. So this is a fun one.
It's got an accent, too.
Come on. You could listen to the guy talk for hours. All right. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Ciao, ciao.